I just make this up as I go along. That, those. Ready. Okay, here we go. Huh. All right, I gotta look at the camera. What's going on, everyone? It is me, Scott Whyte. Again, this will be unboxing video number 2. And cue trumpets. Anyway, so this is my second unboxing video that I'm going to be doing. Last week I did the Kylo Ren mask, which is right here. I got a display box. I'm going to turn that into something at some point. Maybe I'll make a video of it. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see. Anyway, so today, I've got a lot of requests and questions about the Mighty Ducks. So I'm going to take you down not only a trip down memory lane to the Mighty Ducks, I'm going to tell you some stories of the Mighty Ducks, and I'm going to unbox this box right here, which has something that is very cool, not only for me personally, but for all you other Ducks fans, prop collectors, things like that. Pause for neighbors. Anyway, let me back up a little bit and tell you about a very young Scott who saw Raiders of the Lost Ark when, I don't know, 5 years old, 4 years old, and I wanted to become an archaeologist. And my folks explained to me that archaeology is not really what Harrison Ford is doing. He was actually an actor, which then led me to wanting to become an actor. Thank you, Harrison Ford. Anyway, so around 10 years old, late 80s, getting into the 90s, I was taking acting lessons. I had an agent, I was going on auditions, and I think I had booked my first commercial at that point, doing a Pop-Tarts commercial.
Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
So fast forward a little bit here. Around that same time, Wayne Gretzky was coming down from Canada to Los Angeles to play hockey. It was a huge thing. I started playing hockey around the same time I started acting, which is around 10 years old again. So I was doing both at the same time. Now I remember in 1992, the end of 1992, we had a little film called The Mighty Ducks that came out in theaters. I remember I was at the local AMC theaters right down the block here in my hometown and saw that movie in theaters. Again, acting, ice hockey, my two passions, and there was a film about young kids playing ice hockey. I remember sitting there watching it in theaters just thinking, this is like a dream job. This is like a dream come true for these kids to be able to do exactly the two things that I want to be doing in life at that time. Little did I realize 2 weeks later after I saw that movie in theaters, I was auditioning to be in the Mighty Ducks. Now some of you may or may not know, but I did audition to be one of the Bash brothers in that film, and it went to Aaron Lohr, which is great. On the way home, I got a call saying I wasn't going to get the part of Portman, but they offered me a role of the bad guy on the team against the Ducks, which, how can you turn down the bad guy roles? They're always the best. So, anyway, fast forward to watching the movie, have this whole career, all this stuff goes on. And now, I am here making a video unboxing a prop from Mighty Ducks 2. A lot of you guessed, thinking maybe it was a guitar thing or something. Nope. This is actually a very cool gift that I'm going to be opening here. It's not from Home Depot, but let's open it up. I got my trusty knife here. Let's start cutting away at this stuff. This box quality is phenomenal. This is, wow, that is cardboard. That is, you can put a knife in it. Let's see what we got inside this here box. Oh, we got popcorn! Get your popcorn here. It is snowing popcorn. All right, inside, I'm gonna try to open it up with you. You can't do an unboxing video and not show as you're opening it. So, I'll pick that up later. Box, don't need it. Ooh, what could this be? Looks like it would sit on my head, doesn't it? Let's open this thing up. So back when we were shooting Ducks 2, we actually got to spend 2 days. We were the first people on the ice at the Anaheim Pond for the final game of the Junior Goodwill Games, that you know at the end of the movie, where my character Gunner took the final shot. The girl caught the puck. So from that whole film, Goldberg, the one that everyone loves, was wearing his, as you know, was the goalie. So he was wearing a helmet through most of the movie until, as you know, at the very end of that final game, they changed. Emilio came out, Coach Bombay came out, and surprised them all with brand new Mighty Ducks jerseys. I think it all tied in with the team, and, you know, it was a giant ad for the upcoming team that was coming out. But before that point in the movie, he wore a helmet that was his Team USA helmet. And this was something... I haven't seen this thing in a long time. This is the actual prop helmet that Goldberg wore throughout the whole movie. Now, the interesting thing about this helmet, I believe... That's really cool. I put this on years ago, and I have not seen it, tried it. There it is. Yep, I gotta work on this autofocus issue that I'm having. Years ago, I was very close to this helmet, got to see this helmet, would put it on, sometimes this one and the Iceland helmet as we were filming. Just, you know, I just thought helmets were cool. Clearly, I'm like a helmet guy, mask guy, I don't know. So we shot for 2 days at the Anaheim Pond in front of a full 16,500 people, which was amazing. It allowed me the opportunity. We played like a giant scrimmage game for 2 days straight so they could get a bunch of ice hockey footage, just team footage. A lot of those things, a lot of the shots where they are playing was probably from those days in front of the crowd and scrimmaging and stuff. And it's 2 days where I got to pretend I was the most famous hockey player in the world, or one of them. And it was a dream come true. And since then, nothing will compare to that if I ever try to get back into ice hockey. But this is the prop Goldberg helmet. Now I'm looking inside it right now, and I'll get shots of all this stuff. There's stickers inside that say USA 3 Mighty Ducks, USA 3 Mighty Ducks, M Ducks. Goldberg is written on the inside of the helmet. There's a sticker inside here, and then there's down here graphics by Frank Cipra and Marlene Brown. I did look up one of them when I got this helmet. I found a website, and they still do designs on helmets, but this work is fantastic. This is all like sparkle paint. It's like a metallic blue paint. A lot of chips and things around the edges from being used. As I believe and recall, based on like Ducks 3, when I played a goalie in Ducks 3, we only had one helmet that we had to share between us and the stunt doubles. Now at the time, we were underage kids. We had to go to school on set, as most people do. So we had 3 hours of school every day. That only allowed us to work on set for a certain amount of hours every day. And then they would have these adults, over 18 years old kids, who would be kind of our stunt doubles / body doubles, who would then work the extra hours. And then, of course, when we had to do our mandatory 3 hours of school, they were on the ice filming without us. So shots usually with the backs of us and things like that. In fact, the gunner stall stand-in, they had like a blonde wig that they glued to the back of a helmet. Some of the players like me, they had a second helmet that had hair hanging out the back because of my longer hair at the time. This is a very cool thing to have, and this is going to be very cherished in my collection. I don't know what other stories I can really tell. I mean, there's gonna be so many stories, but we're gonna cover that some other time. So right now I'm just talking about D2, and specifically just putting this helmet on a couple times, unbeknownst to the production crew, or just having these helmets laying around and putting them on. But I think this might be the only helmet that they made for this. I don't know why it says USA 3. I don't think they made 3 of these. Maybe it was different back in Ducks 2. But this does have his name in it, so this is the real helmet. It's a very cool piece, and I'm so happy. I feel like it's come back home after all these years. Quite sentimental, and It's going to get a lot of love being on display here, and hopefully this year at some point I'll be able to make it out to a con near you. Now I have a whole concept where I'm going to be bringing this helmet, some other props and things. You guys can put on the Goldberg helmet, and we can take some photos. Shaking hands. I have a lot of people that come up and ask, can I shake your hand for a photo because of your line? Let's go shake their hands. Hopefully we'll be shaking hands. You'll be wearing one of these helmets. And yeah, very cool. All right, until the next one, see you soon.